Okay, so you know all those lists of the most compatible zodiac signs?
Hmm.
We're kind of throwing those out the window today.
Yeah.
This deep dive is all about the unexpected pairings, the ones that make you go, huh, but then when you think about it,
Right.
they totally make sense.
Exactly.
Like this blog post, I found 17 unexpected zodiac pairings that create surprisingly strong couples. It really got me thinking outside the astrological box.
What I love about this blog is how it goes beyond just your sun sign. It looks at all those other aspects that really give a more nuanced view of compatibility.
Right, because it's not about finding your cosmic twin. It's more about
Exactly.
finding those connections that challenge you and help you grow.
Yes, and how those differences can actually complement each other in really interesting ways.
So are you ready to unpack some of these cosmic curveballs?
Absolutely. Let's dive in with a pairing that might surprise some people, Cancer and Scorpio.
Okay, 2 water signs.
Hmm.
Doesn't that seem like a recipe for like a tidal wave of emotions?
You might think so, but it's that shared emotional depth that actually forms a really strong bond between them. They just get each other's vulnerabilities in a way that other signs might not.
So they understand those intense feelings without feeling overwhelmed by them.
Exactly. It's about creating a safe space to process those emotions together. Cancer, with their nurturing energy, can provide that sense of security that Scorpio often craves.
And Scorpio brings that fierce loyalty to the table, right?
Exactly. They're all about protecting the ones they love, which really resonates with Cancer's need for safety and security.
Okay, this next one, I have to admit, I was a little skeptical. Pisces and Taurus. Talk about your opposites attract scenario.
Right. Dreamy Pisces and grounded Taurus.
Seems like they'd be speaking 2 different languages.
You'd think so, but it's the balance they bring to each other's lives that makes this pairing so special.
So how does that work in practical terms?
Well, Pisces can help Taurus connect with their more imaginative side, encouraging them to embrace new experiences and think outside the box.
And Taurus can help keep Pisces grounded.
Precisely. Taurus brings that practicality and stability that helps ground Pisces' boundless energy and creativity.
Okay, this next one sounds like my kind of party Libra and Sagittarius. The blog calls them a match made in intellectual heavens.
Oh, I love that. They are all about expanding their minds and horizons together.
So lots of deep conversations. Travel.
Absolutely. Sagittarius brings the adventure and spontaneity, while Libra brings the balance and grace to the relationship.
It's like they challenge and inspire each other in all the best ways.
Right. It's a relationship that's both mentally stimulating and incredibly exciting.
Okay, so we've talked about water signs and earth signs and air signs.
Yeah.
What about a fire sign pairing? This one really surprised me, Virgo and Leo.
Yeah, on the surface, it doesn't seem like a natural fit. The fiery, passionate Leo and the meticulous, grounded Virgo.
Like, how do those 2 energies even coexist?
Right, but that's the beauty of this pairing. It's about finding that sweet spot between their seemingly opposite natures.
So how does that actually play out?
Well, Leo, with their natural confidence and charisma, can help Virgo break free from their shell a bit, encouraging them to embrace their playful, expressive side.
And Virgo can help Leo stay grounded.
You got it. Virgo brings that dose of practicality and organization to Leo's grand visions, helping them channel all that fiery energy effectively.
It's really interesting how these pairings highlight how differences can actually strengthen a bond rather than weaken it.
Exactly. It's about appreciating those unique qualities that each person brings to the table.
It's like that saying, opposites attract, but it's shared values that make it last.
I love that. And speaking of unexpected pairings with hidden depths, let's talk about Scorpio and Virgo.
Scorpio and Virgo, now that's a pairing you don't see every day.
It's definitely an intriguing one.
You've got Scorpio all about intensity and passion, and then you have Virgo, practical and detail-oriented.
Right. But what really connects them is this shared desire for depth and authenticity.
They're not interested in anything superficial.
Exactly. They want a love that's real and true, built on trust and shared values.
So how does that play out in a relationship?
Well, the blog mentions how Virgo's grounded nature can be really comforting for Scorpio.
That makes sense. Scorpios can have a lot going on under the surface.
Exactly. And Scorpio helps Virgo tap into their passionate side.
It's like they each bring a different kind of strength to the relationship.
Absolutely. Okay, are you ready for a pairing that's all about air Aquarius and Gemini?
2 air signs. This should be interesting.
They thrive on intellectual stimulation, constantly bouncing ideas off each other.
I can see it now. Late-night conversations about everything and nothing.
Exactly. Aquarius will throw out these innovative ideas, and Gemini is right there, eager to explore them.
But what about the emotional side of things?
It's not that air signs don't have emotions, they just express them differently.
So it's more about connecting on an intellectual level first.
Exactly, and that creates a strong foundation for a deeper emotional bond.
Okay, let's talk power couple. Capricorn and Scorpio. What do you think?
This is a force to be reckoned with.
Right. Capricorn-driven and ambitious, and Scorpio with that magnetic intensity.
They're both incredibly determined and focused when they set their minds to something.
But it's not just about external success, is it?
No, they crave a love that's built on trust and loyalty, something that runs deep.
And they don't just give that trust to anyone.
Exactly. They're both very selective about who they let into their inner circle.
So once they find that person, they're all in.
Absolutely. Capricorn brings structure and stability to the relationship.
Which is something that Scorpio appreciates.
Definitely. And Scorpio helps Capricorn connect with their passionate side.
Okay, get ready for this one. Aries and Leo, two fire signs.
Now, this is a passionate pairing.
Talk about high energy.
They live life to the fullest, that's for sure.
I bet there's never a dull moment.
Definitely not. They love adventure, excitement,
Yeah.
and just experiencing everything life has to offer.
But how do they handle disagreements?
Compromise is key. They both need to respect each other's independence.
Finding that balance is so important.
It's all about supporting each other's individuality while also nurturing the relationship.
This next one sounds super cozy. Taurus and Cancer. Two nurturing signs.
It's all about creating a warm and loving home environment.
I can picture it now. Home-cooked meals, good music, lots of laughter.
They both thrive on creating a sense of belonging and security.
Are there any challenges this pairing might face?
Well, because they both avoid conflict, they might need to work on communication.
It's easy to let things build up if you're not careful.
Exactly. Creating a safe space to talk about difficult things is crucial.
Okay, back to the air signs, Sagittarius and Aquarius. What happens when you combine those two?
Get ready for adventure.
These are two signs that are always on the move.
They love to explore both physically and intellectually.
I can see them traveling the world together, always up for trying new things.
They challenge each other's perspectives and keep things interesting.
But with all that freedom, how do they ever make a commitment?
It's not so much about putting down roots. It's more about two people on their own paths, but walking those paths together.
So it's about supporting each other's journeys, even if they diverge a bit.
Exactly. It's a different way of looking at commitment. Okay, now this next one has power couple written all over it. Leo and Libra.
Oh, wow, that's a good one. You've got Leo, the life of the party, and Libra, the charmer.
They definitely know how to make an entrance.
They probably have amazing social lives.
They do! They love going out, experiencing new things, being surrounded by people.
So it's not just about being seen, though, right? There's got to be more to it than that.
Oh, absolutely. Libra brings this deep appreciation for beauty and harmony to the relationship.
And probably helps Leo to see all sides of a situation.
Exactly. And Leo encourages Libra to loosen up a bit, have some fun.
I love that. It's like they bring out the best in each other. Okay, let's switch gears to a more grounded pairing. Virgo and Capricorn. Two earth signs.
This is a very practical and down-to-earth couple.
They're all about building a solid foundation together.
Absolutely. They're both hardworking and responsible.
But do they ever know how to relax?
That's the thing. They might need to remind each other to take a break every now and then.
It's all about finding that balance.
Exactly. Work hard, play hard, right? All right, last but not least, Libra and Gemini.
We talked about Aquarius and Gemini earlier. How does this pairing compare?
If Aquarius and Gemini is a meeting of the minds, then Libra and Gemini is a meeting of the hearts.
Okay, so they connect on an emotional level.
Very much so. They're both social butterflies, love to talk and have a great time.
But is there a risk of them getting lost in their own little world?
It's possible. They might need to make sure they're staying grounded and dealing with the practical stuff,
That's a good reminder that every relationship takes effort.
no matter how compatible you are. So as we wrap up our deep dive into these unexpected pairings, what's the key takeaway?
I think it's that astrology can offer guidance, but it doesn't tell the whole story.
Exactly. It's about being open to those connections that surprise you.
And recognizing that sometimes the best relationships are the ones that challenge our expectations.
And on that note, I have one final thought for you.
I'm listening.
We've talked about how these pairings can bring out the best in each other. But what about your birth chart? What hidden strengths and compatibilities might be revealed through a deeper exploration of your own astrological blueprint?
What a great question. And if you want to delve further into these surprising pairings, check out our show notes for a link to the original blog post. Until next time, keep those minds open and those stars aligned.